Hello everyone, welcome again to one more crochet class where I will be teaching you this creative activity. So today the material needed is cotton yarn, good for a 5, 4.5 or 5.5 crochet hook. And here I have mine. You also need measuring tape. And what we are going to make is a dishcloth on a very beautiful pattern stitch. I'm gonna teach you how to make this stitch. It's called the single crochet V stitch. Okay. So here we have the book. This is what it looks like, the single crochet V stitch on the picture. And here you have the chart. So I'm gonna explain how to read it. And here also it's the symbol for the single crochet V stitch. So now if we go here and we look, we are gonna learn that the chain stitch has this symbol here, and the single crochet is represented by a plus or an X. And what we are making is the single crochet. The abbreviation for single crochet is SC for single crochet, V stitch. So we'll make the pattern that we are looking at. In the same stitch, we are gonna make one single crochet represented by this symbol here that we just saw, single crochet plus or X. Here we have it. It's not so clear because here, I mean, it doesn't look very much like the symbols that we are looking here for the single crochet. But here we have a single crochet, a chain, and another single crochet on the same stitch, on the same hole. Okay, so it means that they couldn't represent here very properly the plus straight because we have it on the same stitch, so it's on diagonal. But then you understand this is a single crochet, chain and single crochet on the same stitch. And going back to our chart, so here we have the single crochet V chart, and here what is showing is we have a foundation row, which you can make in two ways. I explained on a video before. If you are watching this on YouTube, you can go to my Instagram account to watch it, how to make the foundation single crochet in an easiest way that what we are used to do. Or you can make your chains and then make a single crochet for each chain. This is the alternative that they are showing here. You can also work on the alternate foundation row. Okay, so let's go for the practice. Here you will see that in the end, when you finish the practice with me, you will see that it will be easy to understand this chart here. So now what it means, it's first row, foundation row of single crochet, and then one chain as a turning chain, and then single crochet here on the first stitch. That's for the first row. So foundation row, first row, turning chain, single crochet, and then we start to work our pattern, which is we skip one stitch and go for the next one, work our single crochet V stitch, and then we skip two, and then we do it on the third one. I will show you on the practice what it looks like. You see it's not as complicated as it looks. So here now we have more or less 20 centimeters of square. Here mine it's a bit smaller, but let's make it then. We're going to start for the inner square, which we can make it about 15 centimeters. And in the end, we are gonna make the edges. So here I always recommend to take the yarn from the center. It's easy to work with, so the yarn comes easily from there. And here I will start with my 5mm crochet hook. I'll make my slip knot, and I will start with my foundation row until I get 15 centimeters. So this is the foundation row for the single crochet V-stitch. And this I have shown you on the previous video. So for now, I'm gonna make it and meet you again on a few minutes when I have finished the 15 centimeters of single crochet foundation row. So for here, if you didn't watch my video before and you want to start from here, let's go. I'm gonna show you then, easy, quickly. You make your slip knot. You make 1, 2 chains, and then you take on the third stitch, counting from the hook, 1, 2, 3. Insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull up another loop, and ending with the last one. So here you have your first foundation single crochet, and now you go there, you insert your hook under the V part there, and again yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull up 1, and yarn over, pull up 2. So this is the movement. Insert. It's like you are making a single crochet, but with one more loop. Here I take 1 and to finalize 2. So this is it. I insert my hook under the V, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull up 1, yarn over, pull up 2. Here I'm shaping then my foundation row, and I will meet you when I have the 15 centimeters done. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is actually I'm just gonna make a sample. I'm gonna make a smaller version of the square, the 20 centimeters or 15 centimeter square that we are making. And so when you arrive to the end of your foundation row, you will make a turning chain here and make a single crochet on the first stitch of the hook, and then we skip 1 stitch. We are going to skip this one and make a single crochet. Oh, one thing that I forgot to mention is here on the chart we are reading that we need for this pattern we needed a multiple of 3 plus 2 stitches. What does it mean? I'll show you. It means, for example, here I have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 6, 1, 2, 3, 9, 1, 2, let me go back, 3, 12. Then I have my multiple of 3. Oh, I'm sorry, I was out of the camera. So here you saw I counted. I have 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I have my multiple of 3, and now I have 2 more stitches. That's what the pattern asks us to do. So you make your measurements and make a multiple of 3 plus 2 stitches. So this way we go our turning chain, single crochet, then we skip the next stitch here and go to the other one to make our single crochet. Single crochet, I insert my hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull up a loop. Easy peasy, I have my single crochet, and now a chain, and on the same stitch I'll make another single crochet. This is the V stitch. And now I'm gonna skip 1, 2, 3. On the third stitch I'll make the single single crochet worked in V. Chain and single crochet on the same stitch. Again, I skip 1, 2, and on the third, single crochet, chain, single crochet. So this is it what looks like, and then when you make it to the end you will see it clear. Skip 2, here I make it. So you notice that only for the first stitch, when we make our turning chain, we skip 1 stitch and then we do our pattern. And then for all the others, we skip 2 stitches. And then when we arrive here to the end, we are going to skip 1 again, as we did there in the beginning. And we are going to finish here with a single crochet. Now we continue. We are going to turn our work, make the turning chain, and we are going to make 1 single crochet on the same stitch, same first stitch. And now we are going to work the V stitches, the single crochet V stitch inside the V, the V stitch of the row below. So this row that we just made, now on the middle of each V that we create, we are going to work our next row. So let's go. Here I made my turning chain with a single crochet, and now I'm gonna go to work on the middle of my V there. Single crochet, chain, single crochet. Again, here I skip this, I go to work on the middle of my V here, which is there. And here we go, next one. Arrive to the end. So here again, I'm gonna skip this one and go to the last one here. It's always the harder one. I insert my hook and gonna finish it with a single crochet. And this is it. So now you can keep working your square and make it until the dimensions that you have choose. I recommended this dimension. I found it good. I used on my kitchen to dry my sink and, you know, to keep it clean and dry. And this is a more or less 15 centimeters inner square. So now I'm gonna finish here my sample, and I'm gonna meet you to show how I made the edges. Okay, so here I have the sample, my mini square with the V-stitched work. It's pretty, this single crochet V-stitched. It's very pretty, creates a cute pattern. You can be creative and use it for scarves or makeup removers. You see this that I'm making here can become a makeup remover because it's a small sample. Let's see. Yeah, 80 centimeters square. So here how I did the edges now, this part here. I'm going to show you how I did it, how I made it. Here the end of the square, so I'm gonna go up one turning chain. Just gonna turn my work here to make it easier. And I'm gonna work a single crochet all over the stitches. Each stitch that I see, it doesn't have to be each one, you know. I will feel it. I will see where it's easy for my hook to get in, and I'll make a single crochet. So don't worry about making it like counting stitches and everything. Just where you feel it easy, you make a single crochet. Here I arrive to the edge, so in the edge I will make 2 single crochets to make the corner. And again, where I say it's easy for me, I'm gonna make a single crochet. So all over my square now, I'm gonna finish working single crochet, and I'm gonna make it twice. So I'll finish this row and I'll make another row of single crochet. I'll come back when I finish this one. Just one observation here, when you arrive to the bottom, you know, the foundation chain that we start our work here, you will see that you have the chains very defined here, but still I'm not making a single crochet for each chain. I'm just, sometimes I skip one and then I make it. So this way the edge, they will be proportional all over. Okay, so now I'm going and I meet you when I finish the first row of my edge worked on single crochet. Sorry, here I am again before finishing my row. Just want to make another observation. Here you have the left yarn left over, and then for you to save time, you can hide it now while you are working. See, I'm gonna make my edge here. I already made one single crochet. I'm gonna make the second one on the same stitch because I'm making the corner, and here I'm gonna work with my like the yarn from the beginning of the work. I'm gonna hide it, so I'm gonna hold it here, and at the same time that I will be making my single crochets, I will keep this yarn there because I will be hiding it there. See, here my single crochet, and then I keep holding my yarn, I'm hiding it. And then you save time. In the end, you don't have to worry about hide this yarn there from the beginning. Okay, so now we are almost to the end of the first row of the edge. Here I finished hiding my yarn. I can cut it. And so here I arrived to the end, and I'm going to make the joint. I'm gonna insert my hook and make a this is the I forgot the name, just one moment. Yes, it's the slip stitched. I'm gonna make it again. here, then when I arrive to the end of the row, I take the yarn there, insert my hook and make a slip stitch. I insert it, yarn over and pull up 2 loops at once. So this is the joint that we are making, the slip stitch. All right, so now here I'm gonna keep working one more row of single crochet. So this here, my turning chain is going to count as a single crochet, and now I just make one more. I have my 2 from the corner, and now, yes, now you're gonna make one single crochet for each stitch. So don't skip any. Enter your hook on each stitch that you see. So this way you will be uniform and neat your work. Here the edge, I'm gonna make 2, 1, 2 on the same stitch. The corner is made, and I keep working all over. And I'll meet you when I finish this row to show you one more thing. It's the detail of the end that will make it very nice. Okay, so here I arrived to the end of my second row. I'm gonna change hooks. I take a smaller one, 4.5 this time, just because I prefer it to my stitch to look a bit more tight on the edge, on the last row. You don't have to change it. So here I'm gonna make this slip knot to join my square. And what I'm going to teach you now, it's the crab stitch, okay? And the crab stitch, we make it like this. I make the turning chain, and instead of working this direction that we are used to, we are going to work backwards. So this is like a stitch that you used for decorations and for this to finalize works, because it's pretty. So I made my turning chain, and now I'm going to make like single crochets, but on this direction. You see, turning chain made. I insert my hook on the next stitch, pull up and yarn over and pull up through the 2 loops. Here is the first one made. I go insert it on the next stitch, pull up, yarn over and pull up 2 loops. See, not complicated and pretty. One more time, insert my hook on the next stitch here. So this is already worked. On the next one, pull up the yarn, have 2 loops on my hook, yarn over and pull up the 2. So this is what we are going to do all over the edge, and in the end you see how pretty it looks. I come back to meet you in the end. Just gonna show you on the video a few more seconds how it works. So here I don't worry about the edges, I just follow each stitch. I'm inserting my hook on each stitch, each single crochet that I have made on the